entering settings screen you have 28 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
The usual sea of red here in this spectacular venue has been turned white as we are high above snowy GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in KC. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. On the Bears sideline, the head man, Ben Johnson. His guys just 2 wins over their last 6 games. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. Again, it'll be Dorsett. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They enter this one down to the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Here comes the Bears punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Hardman on the return. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think about great seasons in recent memory, he's definitely putting one together here. There's a good chance he's going to go over 5,000 yards passing for the season. He's just a little bit under that mark coming in. And I tell you, it's pretty rarefied air when you get up there with numbers like this.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 115 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff because not only are they seeing a back pile of yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked to, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal, so instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down. Now they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that was a disaster, a big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Well, let's call that a less than ideal play on 1st down.
No doubt about that one because that was a situation of just digging a deeper and deeper hole for himself, and it ended up a big-time loss.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. You look at this Bears defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Well, the field goal obviously a little dicier here with the elements in the snow, but still right on the border of field goal range. So they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And this will be a Bears 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Brandon, you know, we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan. That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
And he stopped immediately there. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
the bootleg. It's Williams. Dorsett's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. That's George Karlaftis who fought his way through the line to bury him. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. A quick throw, but incomplete. The Chiefs had 10-5 to start play, and they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down. This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a give, right side. It's Chambers, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. He'll try to pick it up himself. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. And he will have the Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
3rd and short, and they decided not to run for it, and he's able to escape the pressure, finds a clear throwing lane outside the pocket, gets the completion, and picks up the 1st down.
The 1st down carry for Davis. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first, 18 yards that time.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Up the middle they go. Chambers. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Yellow, yellow. On the line, right?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point through the Snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense and Caleb Williams set to go to work once more. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams to defend in the red zone. You see the graphic. He's second in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. Throw right side taken in by Odunze. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And they'll try to run the option here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down.
First down. Here we go. 24-yard gain on the play. First down.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Williams. He's got this complete to Burden. They go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Bears.
A handoff, Dorsett at the middle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Chubb going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Up the middle they go with Dorsett. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw for it with Williams. That's to the pylon and incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
A 21-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chiefs offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Yellow.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
It's 4th down.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. DJ Moore is back deep waiting for it. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
To throw, Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
He's going to look deep for more. And he's got it inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
All right, Brandon, thanks.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Finding space at the 40. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They keep it with Davis on 1st down. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Chambers. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 28. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Davis will try to run for it. And he will have the Chiefs' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL in picking up 1st downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Yellow, yellow. Yellow. All right, go,
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And down inside the 15 he goes. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 13-yard line.
Yellow, yellow. Color.
Mahomes now to throw. Man, and he hits him in stride. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And that last throw is going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing for the year. And it is pretty rare. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Ray Davis with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to kick it away. They'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chiefs offense and Xavier Worthy set to take over once more. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. Mahomes will do it himself. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. A third quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10. Up the middle to Davis. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offense, coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Yellow! Hey, 15.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
15.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Working out of the gun, Williams. Dunze wide open. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Bears.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
38-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw, it's Williams. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26.
And the Bears first down.
And they hand it off to Dorsett. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
To the air, Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
That's another Bears first down.
From the gun, here's Williams. And it's caught. Touchdown. Rome Odunze with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
Bears 9.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Yellow.
Here's Davis. He'll try and run some clock. Now hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Bears take over. So now the Bears down by 5, 2:14 to play. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Now 2nd down and a few inches.
At the 47-yard line.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. The Arrowhead crowd in full roar. Here's 3rd down.
What is that?
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Here we go with Johnson. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. A good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick. That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. Butker's kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense.
What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end the ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw.
Gives this to Moore. And he's going to have a 1st down as he stops the clock with 12 seconds left to play.
That's good for a Bears first down. A gain of 15. And the Bears.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip, try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they